Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Donspektor here, today with an update of my reviews. And with this I mean I will be updating my process of how I do reviews in the future. Because yes, indeed, I'm a man of science. That's why I bought a measurement microphone so I can measure my headphones or my IEMs, because that is an important factor in everything that you look at. Just do the math, do the science behind it, and then you can do this objective stuff like how does it sound to you. And because comfort, while being very subjective, of course is based on objective standards or on objective factors. And with this channel update here, or with this review update, I will be adding an objective table on data on how IEMs measure in real life. Meaning, how wide is it, how deep is it, what angle does the nozzle have, how deep is the nozzle, and so on. And yes, in order to make that even visible on the review, I will be having a standardized set of photos that is taken with my smartphone, which is an S9 Plus, with the twice zoom function on a distance on 10 centimeters parallel to the IEM. And yeah, as you can see here, the experimental, in quotes, setup is pretty, basic. So what you see here on the picture, well, in the center, I will be marking it in this video, I have the IEM. That is mostly placed parallel to the background, and I have glued two pieces of this like checkerboard pattern thing on it, so you can actually see the dimensions better. This means two of these squares here will be equivalent to 1 centimeter. And I will be marking like where my smartphone will be placed, or where my smartphone will be placed with the camera. This means so camera to smartphone, the camera of the smartphone will be like in an approximately 10 centimeter distance, plus some additional elevation that comes through the camera being placed a bit above the IEM. So all in all, it might be like 12-ish centimeters or so, like maximum. But generally, the smartphone will be placed almost parallel and then 10 centimeter distance. So yes, and on the photos, I will also be trying to mark the angles on how the nozzle is angled compared to the flat surface at the top side of the IEM. For some of the IEMs, that will not be a feasible option because they will have a kind of round top surface or whatever. So for this, I try to place the IEM as flat as possible with the help of some foam or felt things, and then go from the top surface there and then try to measure the angles on how the nozzle is angled in like I want to say X and Y coordinates. So you will then be knowing how this IEM is angled or how the nozzle is angled, so you know, or you can know, how it will fit your ear. Of course, this will also include the dimensions, meaning like nozzle width and nozzle length, and if present, also the width of the nozzle after the lip. Because some of them will have a pretty thick lip, and sometimes it does work, for me at least, pretty well when the lip is a bit thicker, but the nozzle after that is thinner. And the example I will be showing here is the Fearless Province, because that's the first IEM where I will be using this new kind of comfort or standardized comfort test parkour. And I will be marking all of the dimensions of the nozzle or of the IEM in this video, so you can see how it will be looking like in real life. And of course the checkboard pattern at the back will also help you, because it's like this is at 2 squares, 1 centimeter, so you can also see how big it will be in real life. Yes. And I think this is already the extent of how long I want this video to be, because it's pretty self-explanatory, and the leftover seconds I will just be showing you the pictures of the province, as I said, of the standardized test parkour here. So you can just see the province, and I will be marking just the dimensions in it. And with this, I hope this is helpful. And overall, my later on reviews, I will be linking a table where I put on the measurements of the IEM, the pictures, and the frequency response, so you can have a more clear picture on how this IEM will be in real life. And as I said, with this, Donspektor out.